Welcome back to Fire to Fork. And today, it's a bit of a weird one because I'm out here in a spot I've been to before. It's a beautiful spot. Fred's just running around, jumping in the river, chasing balls, shaking on the other person I'm camping with. And the weird thing about the person I'm camping with is it's actually my ex-wife. So this is Jessie. Jessie, come on. We were never married or anything, but we worked together for a long time and she was pretty much my work wife. So yeah, I'll give you that, which just means we were good friends. Yeah. You were like, what the hell?
I spent a lot of time with you at the desk and I thought, oh, I can go camping with you.
Yeah.
I'll be able to handle that.
Well, we've actually been camping together weirdly like 10 years ago, before you even started at the corporate job.
Yes.
Yeah, so Jessie grew up in Calbarry, so she's a good country girl and she knows camping. She's all good.
Yeah.
Don't have to babysit you. Anyway, so
cook for me, though.
I'll cook for you. You're cleaning. We've already agreed that. So you can bugger off and go and relax and throw the ball for Fred, and I'll get to cooking. Jessie's sort of taking a year off at the moment. She's traveling and having fun and being single and doing all the stuff that she didn't do when she was younger. So she's having a great time. So we are going to do Karaage squid, if you hadn't worked that out from the title. And this is using a part of the squid that no one seems to use. And that is the tentacles. Everyone uses the tubes and makes calamari and does squid rings and things like that. And the tentacles, if you do them right, are by far the best part of the squid. By far. They're crispy, crunchy, tasty. They're absolutely delicious. And karaage is basically just a marinated and then crispy something. So it's a Japanese thing. And I'll show you how to make it, basically. It's very easy. So to start with, we want to marinate this. We're not going to have dinner for another 3 or 4 hours at least. So we want to put this on as soon as we get to camp. And it can be marinated from anywhere from half an hour to 24 hours, that's fine. So 3 cloves of garlic. We get about a 2 centimetre piece of ginger. This doesn't have to be anything special. We don't have to peel it particularly well. I'm just going to cut off the big gnarly bits. A 2 centimetre piece of ginger, or about 1 inch. Then about 3 tablespoons of soy. That's it. There are a lot of people who make it this more complicated, but I like to keep it simple. 3 ingredients in the marinade. Squid. Fresh squid tentacles. You can get these from the fishmonger, frozen or fresh. Now, they come with this sort of the top bit, which has like a bit of cartilage in it. I like to cut that off and have it as a separate piece and cut the cartilage out. So, get rid of the cartilage completely. And then I like to separate the tentacles into about 4 bits. Doesn't need to be individual tentacles, but you certainly don't want, a whole squid worth of tentacles. And if you can get the mini ones, they're even better. So, sort of 2 or 3 tentacles per bit. And just give them a bit of a wipe because they've got these sort of little bits of hard, teethy bits sometimes on the suckers at the top. I don't know, you probably won't be able to see that on camera, but there are these little hard bits, so you want to get them off. All right, you just mix that in. You can put it in a Ziploc bag or whatever. I tend to just leave it in the bowl, chuck it in my fridge and come back to it in a few hours. So I'll see you then. All right, it's been a few hours, been hanging out, having a great old time. Fred has been staring into the trees for some reason, I don't know why. Anyway, it's not relevant. We are going to put on some rice and then we're going to do some interesting stuff. So, pot of rice. You've seen me do this 100 times. It is 1 part rice, 1.5 parts water. That's it. All right, more interesting stuff. Let's get some squid going. So this is a 50-50 combination of corn flour and normal flour. And if you want to make it completely gluten-free, just use corn flour. It actually works really well. Or if you want to make it even crispier, use potato starch. Just that goes against one of my rules, which is you need to be able to get everything at a supermarket. And my supermarkets around my house don't sell it, so I don't use it. You can get them at little Asian stores though. Asian supermarkets will almost always sell potato starch. That's what like Asian restaurants and stuff use to make their stuff really crispy. And it's good for you. It's funny, we call it corn flour. In the US, they call it corn starch. It's the same thing. Now that's kind of contaminated now, so I'm probably just gonna throw that in the fire, which will make a giant bang, but that's fun. That's for later. I don't condone that, people. That's very irresponsible, and I probably won't do it. I definitely will. So that Jess doesn't die of scurvy, I am going to add some green stuff to this in the form of broccolini. Quick rinse, and that'll be really simple. Salt, pepper, oil on the grill. We'll sort that out. For now, it's probably time to put oil on. I'm going to use just a normal skillet. This is a Solid Techniques 26 centimeter because we only need to be able to sink the tentacles, so it doesn't need to be super deep. So get that and some oil. Hope I have enough oil. That's how much oil I have in there. I mean, it'll work. We'll eat, but I'm going to go and see if I've got some more somewhere. Oh, that's how much I have. The good thing is, as I put the squid in it, it'll get higher up the pan. But at the moment, that's probably like 6 mil. Oh well, let's make it happen. Get this guy in the heat. We want to get that to about 180 degrees, but you know, close enough is good enough. All right, we're at 170 already, so I'll go and get the squid. Bit by bit, you don't want to overwhelm the oil. And sort of roughly keep an eye on which bits you've put in at which time. You don't want to be pulling it all out together if you put them in a few minutes apart, because they're only going to take about 2 or 3 minutes to cook. That'll be enough for this batch. Yeah, so the oil's cooled down to like 160, which is fine. That's pretty standard for doing this kind of stuff. So that's just a normal infrared thermometer I got from Bunnings. They're not terribly expensive. You can use a meat thermometer, you can use Intuition if you're good. I mainly use it because it's quick, extremely accurate, and really good for doing this kind of thing, like instructional stuff, because I can immediately tell you the temperature. And if you're a tradie, just get one anyway. Use it for both. It's pretty good to me. There's definitely not enough oil in here. Oh well. We'll make it happen. It's all getting like frothy because of all the flour in it. Oh well. Shallow fry the last batch. Make sure this rice isn't... Shit, that's hot. Ooh, both hot. Oh yeah, that's cooked. Sorry, I know this is off camera, but I just had to drop it because it was really hot. Okay. Actually looks perfect though. I've managed to knock the latch open. Anyway, it's all good. For a bloke who sells welding gloves, I don't use them very often. I always just forget to take them out when I'm filming. If it was a normal night, I'd be like, oh yeah, cool, I've just got to get them. But no, the camera's rolling, so I forget everything. My brain goes to mush. All right, actually I will go get them because it's bloody hot. I reckon we've got away with this. I think these are going to be pretty average, to be honest. They'll add colour to the photo, but I don't think they're going to taste that good because I just didn't have time to oil them and salt and pepper them and stuff. I'll do it afterwards, but oil, salt, pepper, everything is in there. That'll bloody do. I'll do that up here. The residual heat. All right, let's make this happen. So, bit of rice. Spill it everywhere, that's very important. Now, we'll get this broccolini, chop it up. Hopefully it tastes all right. Sure it'll be fine. And of course, the main event, squid. Lots of crispy bits, craggly bits, tasty bits. Shit, that looks good. Okay, shit everywhere, good. Remember, I'm not cleaning up. Jessie has agreed to clean up. So, you know, put shit everywhere. And importantly, Kewpie mayo. Just a little blob of that. Blob. Look, you can do spring onions and stuff on top. I'm not going to do that. Oh, shit. It's happened again. I forgot to make chopsticks. Bugger it. It's going to have to be a fork. But first, the camera needs to eat. So it's time for gratuitous B-roll. Jeffrey, get in here, son. All right.
Smells unreal.
Right, I'm gonna put a little bit of lemon on there because it's deep fried. So this makes it taste healthy because it tastes fresher. All right.
That's what we're here for.
Fork.
It smells so good.
All right, let's give it a crack. Is it crunchy? Even after the B-roll, is it still crunchy?
Yes.
It looks crunchy. Good squid?
So tasty, definitely crunchy. Audibly crunchy.
Yeah, I like the acid with it actually, with a bit of... Oh, let's see if these broccolini are shit or not, because that was an afterthought. Not shit.
Not shit.
Totally fine. There you go. All right.
Very balanced meal, fish.
Surprising.
Yeah, well done.
Oh.
What have you just done?
Nearly forgot. Does it go well with beer? This is definitely not the right beer. This is a CB Co Porter. It's a dark beer. Not the right beer for this, but it's cold. Yeah, it goes really well with beer.
Goes well.
All right, we're going to bugger off and eat this.
Yum.
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment the code word. And if you want to follow Jessie's Instagram, bad luck, it's private. Bye.
Really good squid fish.